So good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to you. My name is Annie Starkey, and I am welcoming you to the first of a series of webinars on the most incredible opportunity we have come across in many, many years. So tonight is night one, and I've been really, truly honoured to be your special guest. There's another evening on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, I think that one is. Did write that down. Just bear with me, just so you can get this into your diary, because I just want to say at the outset that it's something. I did write it down. Trust me. 7 to 8. There, lucky I checked that. 7 to 8 on Thursday night and on Sunday evening at 6:30. The information we're going to share with you tonight, you probably want to hear multiple times. It's something that you just got to listen over and over to absorb really how the opportunity we're going to talk about actually works. But before we talk about that golden opportunity, I really want to share with you a little bit about why today it is probably your best bet. Now, first of all, I'm not an expert in anything. I'm offering my opinion tonight, and I'm certainly not a financial advisor or giving any financial advice to anybody. Lots of this information comes from my experience and my own research. And I'm going to say right at the outset, I encourage you to do your own research. I'm going to give you a few tips and people to follow. Right now, I personally believe as of Friday, we are going through a very interesting time in history. I've always loved history. I've studied history at university. Not sure if that means a lot, but anyway, I've studied a lot of history over the years. And right now we are in a geopolitical economic storm. And I've often said it before, if you've heard me before, because I have been involved for a while now, that we are in an economic winter. And the winter is upon us right now. And I don't know how many of you have actually got up this morning and followed the stock market, the cryptocurrency markets, the geopolitical scene in the UK and America. But right now it's a storm. And with every storm comes storms of opportunity as well. So when we say we're in an economic winter, please don't be afraid. Just think to yourself, bear market, opportunities, because in every economic scenario, there's either upsides or the downsides. They've got to be. It's the yin and the yang, the up and the down of what's going on in the world. So right now it's shaky. It's really shaky. In fact, Sally and I were just looking to see what time the European markets open, the London trading markets open, because it's been very interesting today. And I'm going to share a little bit about that as I build into the story as to why we believe that gold is a safe place for you right now. While gold is a store of wealth, a protective mechanism, a form of diversification that will actually hold for you over time. For Charlie and I, we actually started buying gold 24 years ago. We started buying gold at 270 Australian dollars. Now, if you want to Google what it is today, it hit about 3,740 Australian dollars today. An ounce, that is, of gold. So just, if you've got a pen and paper, please jot some notes down, because the story I'm going to weave, it'll all come together for you at the end. Number one, don't live in fear. I really say that. Whatever the mainstream media throws at you over the next day, 2 days, 3 days, week, whatever, do not live in fear. Just remember the words, in an economic winter, there's always opportunity to win. And we are going into what we call a bear market, the bull market and the bear market, which means that there are some great opportunities for you to get started and to protect, store and create wealth. And I think that's one of the most exciting things. Right now, I really think there's discernment needed to actually and wisdom to walk through what's real and what's not real, and how that pertains to you and your family. So I want you to have eyes to see and ears to hear where the truth is and what that truth is. Because if anything has taught us in the last 4 to 5 years, what the government told us, what Big Pharma told us, what a some of the people that were there to help and protect us, there wasn't much truth in that after all. And so I think it's really time for you to say, okay, I'm going to be in charge of my own economic situation, my own health, my own everything. And so you will need wisdom and you will need discernment to do that. One of the things I'm going to say, the second thing I want to say is tonight, don't procrastinate. Do not sit and then go and evaluate everything I've said, because right now there is a need for action. There's a need for massive action. There's a need for you to say, okay, I need to move my wealth into something that will store its value in tumultuous times. And gold has proven that through millennia, not just centuries, through the millennia, through millions, not millions of years, but thousands upon thousands of years, from the ancient Egyptians to the Greeks to the Romans. And even now, gold is a store of wealth. It's a hedge against, it reduces credit risks. It is the most important asset for you to hold right now. So don't procrastinate. Do your own research. I mentioned mainstream media. We turned it off probably 24 years ago, and it's been the best thing we ever did. Sure, we might listen occasionally to what rubbish is being peddled to the masses. And, that maybe you might be in the same sort of, as our children say, silo that we're in, but that's okay. We're in the silo, I believe, of truth with wisdom. So I think that's really good. So as I said, gold is a store of wealth. It's actually a class 1 asset, which is really important to understand. The US dollar and gold were the only class 1 assets that were around. And in the last few years, even the US dollar is losing its power as a class 1 asset. Geopolitically, and this is something you can research, there's a group of big countries that have decided not to peg itself or hedge itself to the US dollar, and they've created something called the BRICS nations. Really encourage you to get onto YouTube and have a listen to what the BRICS nations are doing with their cross-border payment systems called Umbridge, their digital currency called the Unit. There's so much information out there. That's not what this call is tonight about, though. So I think that's really important to understand. So just wanted to let you know there's a few people to follow if for you to do your own research to back up what we're saying here tonight. And that's Alina Petrova. She's very good on YouTube, really intelligent journalist. Some of them are hard to find these days. Kitco News is another excellent YouTube station. Andy Shackman is brilliant. He's been in Bitcoin. In bullion for many, many years. I'm not going to talk about, I'll talk about Bitcoin in a minute. Jim Ricketts, he is a very optimistic reporter on gold and bullion. He's incredibly optimistic. If everything he predicts comes true, then if you're holding gold or bullion, you're in a very happy place. Lynette Zhang is another optimist as well. So there's some important people, I think, that if you want to do your own research, and I encourage that, to really get a hold of that. Now, geopolitically, in the last few days, the world has turned. Now, there's a lot of people saying we could be on the verge of a black swan event. What happened on Friday afternoon, which actually declared us into a formal economic winter, was the US actually released their true unemployment figures, and it was nothing what they'd been saying it was. And so on the back of the US release, that it was well over 4.5% more than what they anticipated. They didn't change their interest rates like they thought they would. What happened was trillions of dollars was lost off of the US stock market late on Friday night. It closed. Therefore, when that happened, when trillions of dollars were wiped off the US stock market on Friday evening, at the end of trade, gold soared. So if any of you are following the gold market, it absolutely soared. Now, Charlie and I have been buying gold, as I said, since 2000, 24 years, really. And so we actually don't worry about the price of gold too much, because we buy it for a hold purpose, for store of wealth. But it's interesting for us to look at it and say, wow, we hit 3,750 on Friday night, which is an all-time high. For the US markets, it hit nearly 2,500 US per ounce. That is an all-time high. Hasn't been there ever. And so there's a real market sentiment that there's a need for store of wealth. Now, we know for a fact that Chinese have been buying gold for many years. We know the Indians have been buying gold traditionally for many years. We know that when the gold, the Brits and the Americans and the Australians, we all seem to get band together, and I suppose the Western countries, we actually haven't been buying gold. We've been not very prudent in that area. And so there's those other countries, those 10 other countries I talked about that have formed together in the BRICS nations, they have been buying gold. And so as gold soared on Friday night, as the US economy just did a deep dive and took the stock market with it, we woke up this morning. And what we woke up to this morning was with Japan's Nikkei 225 index crashing. And so it was the largest two-day drop in history. It went down to 12.4%, the largest drop since 1987, which plunged Japan into one of the greatest recessions. And so they stopped trading. The Japanese stock market stopped trading because it put everybody else into a free fall. Korea stopped trading. So the Korean market, that halted all its sell orders. That was down that actually halted it at nearly 9% down, 8.78%. They halted that. Taiwan fell. Now, this is big dollars here, fell 8.35%. Panic selling started happening. Now, Australia, the ASX today closed down 3.7%, which is the worst two-day performance since 2022. But what did that turn into? That turned into $100 billion today. $100 billion today was lost on the Australian stock market. That's your money, that's your super money. That's a lot of money to be down. So we're just watching, we're praying and watching for what happens tonight in the European Brit market and also the European markets, and therefore the US markets. Now, interesting thing happened Friday afternoon though, when that just before all this happened, and you can't tell me that the big boys right at the top, the BlackRocks, the Vanguards, they all don't know. They all know what's going on. They know before the banks, basically. But what happened Friday night is Berkshire Hathaway, and this is important for us. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, who's one of the world's greatest, investors. He sold 50% of his Apple shares. He actually liquidated $75.5 billion in shares. So that was part of that precipitation of the fall of the market. Now, what does that mean? What it means is that he's actually got $276 billion, 276 billion, like it's all zeros at this point, isn't it? It's sitting in cash. What did he know? What does Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, what's he doing sitting with, approximately billion dollars sitting in cash? What are they waiting for? They're waiting for the bottom. They're waiting for the bottom out to buy in, because that's what happens in an economic winter. Things crash to the bottom and then they have an opportunity to rise up. That's the bull and the bear market. So it fell. So what happened today for crypto? Crypto was in a bull market. It actually just turned very sharply as a direct result of what happened in Tokyo today, because the hedge fund that the Tokyo index fell by was actually held a lot of crypto. So there was over $1 trillion liquidated in 24 hours from that Japanese hedge fund. And so that tumbled everything. So, Bitcoin's down 16.5% today. Ethereum down 24%, Solana down. So if you're someone that's got some spare cash around and you're looking for what can I invest in before it all goes back up again, cryptocurrency is a great place to be. But a better place to be is actually gold, because gold is going to actually rise very dramatically. But gold is a store of wealth. It's a protection of wealth. It's up today, it hit its high today of 3,790 Australian dollars. That's huge. That's a massive growth. It's actually fallen a little bit overnight, which it does as the close of trade. And, please understand that nothing's straight up. everything goes up and down, up and down. That's the charts that the traders talk about. It's the charts that, you know, people who do follow it. What I love about the opportunity I'm going to talk to you tonight about is you can just set it, purchase, set, and not stress over what the gold price is doing, what the market's doing, what everything else is doing economically. So for me, that is therefore a diversification that gives you a peace of mind despite what's going on in these crazy economic and geopolitical times. And so that's really important. Now, some analysts, I listened to a really good call last night. It's an interesting one. It's Beat the Reset. Some of you may follow that. And, you know, they talk that that gold will be at 3,000 US by December this year. So if it's hit the high of 2.5 last week and it's going to go to 3,000, that's a pretty big jump in a few months, because we're not far away, by the way, from December. Some analysts are saying 3,000, you know, some are saying 15,000 US by January next year. Now that's huge. That's a very optimistic gold bullion forecaster. I hope he's right, but possibly that would mean a war for, because, you know, gold in times of war and terribly tumultuous times, that would possibly even mean a Great Depression. And I don't, you know, we're not going to call that in by any chance. That's not what we want. We just want to have a chance to look after our family. We want to have a chance to look after our friends. That's really what we want to do. So, you know, encourage you to, you know, do your own research and find out where where you sit with this gold opportunity. So that was a little bit of a history of why personally I'm so excited, why I think this is the best thing since sliced bread, really. I think it's a chance for you to protect your money, to create some money, and to really look after the people you care about. There's two ways, before I get onto the platform here, there's two ways that you can get involved. You can join as a customer with this company called the Ratas and purchase gold and have an opportunity to make that gold work for you. You can monetize that gold, or you can actually join as a seller and a referrer and refer people you know, you love, you care about into the same opportunity we're going to talk about tonight. And so that's what I love. There's a way to create wealth as well as protect wealth and grow wealth. There's a way of creating it, and that's pretty cool. So let me just share my screen. I hope it's still up. There it is. And let me go to full screen here. So I just want to run through, what I love about this company too is it gives us tools to help us stay on track and share. Now, as you can see, I've spent 20 minutes talking about the whole world because I'm passionate. I love learning. I get up every morning and I have a chance to understand what's going on. But there's actually there's a running track for me now, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to walk through tonight is something called the Aratus. So the Aratus Standard, which is an opportunity for you to purchase gold online, store it in a vault, and monetize it, liquidate it when you need it. So you can monetize it, which makes it earn more, help us to earn more, and then you can liquidate it when you need it. Because we don't know what's going on out there right now. We don't know when we're going to have to liquidate. So this is exciting. And so if any of you have ever heard of, there's a couple of other companies that do online gold and all the rest of it. Now, I want to say right at the outset here, there's a distinct difference with this one. This company takes the gold and puts it into a decentralized space, a decentralized platform. Other companies, and I'm going to mention two, Pax and Kinesis. You can buy gold and store it on their vaults wherever they are in the world, but they're in a centralized space. That means that everybody knows about it. They know where they are. They know what's going on. Whereas with your gold through Aratus, it's held in a decentralized space. You own it. You can control it. You can do whatever you like with it. It's in a decentralized space. So just remember that bit. The centralized is controlled. It has a whole lot of manhandling involved in it, all the rest of it. A decentralized space it's a contract that goes to you and that blockchain, and that's where it sits on that blockchain. And if you don't know what blockchain and 3.0, Web 3.0 are, there's a whole lot of learning to experience around that. And the person who invited you onto this call tonight can explain that even more fully to you. But I just want you to know it is the safest place to hold gold, store gold, monetize it, and then liquidate it. And it's actually physical gold held on a digital platform. The world is changing radically. You're going to see a lot more tokenization of different asset classes. You're going to see tokenization of real estate. You're going to see tokenization of art. You're going to see tokenization of a whole lot of things as this world moves much faster now than ever before with AI, blockchain technology. The world is moving at a fast pace. And what I love about this company is we get to learn, and we go and grow quicker than anybody else that you may know. So what it is the opportunity to purchase gold and then liquidate it through a MasterCard debit card. So you can use your gold that you've purchased, you've monetized, you can then liquidate it through a debit card, a MasterCard debit card, and you can use that in 40 currency countries around the world with what this is. This is called a TAS card. I'm showing you the platform now, and we're going to take you in very quickly to my platform, and we'll have a look at how quick and easy it is to purchase gold, buy something called a Zaya card, which is a smart contract. Buy a Zaya card and then store and then earn more gold as a result of storing it on that Zaya card. So as you can see here, we've got a number of these TAS cards. So TAS is your gold standard. These are the 8 different TAS cards you get according to what you purchase in a Zaya card. So this is important. Now, one of the most exciting things about gold on this platform in the decentralized space on blockchain is that you can buy very small amounts. Your entry point doesn't have to be an ounce. It can be a gram. And that is really important because a gram today is about 1 gram today is $121 Australian. So you can buy a gram at $121 Australian as we speak right now, or you can even get a part of a gram. So that's the thing about digital. That's the benefit of digital gold. You can buy small amounts and you can just keep buying and buying and buying and accumulating your wealth. You don't need to be buying, 3,500 Australian dollars to buy an ounce, which is what you have to go and buy. Well, mostly you have to go and buy when you go into a bullion dealer in the city, wherever you live. So that's what the platform will look like. And I'm going to show you a real one shortly. It's a leading global online platform. It's meticulously designed to cater to individuals and corporations and provides a diverse range of gold-based products. And that's what we're really excited about because we're going to show you those. You can spend the TAS card. You can use the MasterCard debit card in 40 countries and different currencies around the globe. That one is, that's the key. You can buy in kilo, 500 grams. You can buy a whole lot of different ones. It's very, very exciting. Now, how do they pay you? If I buy a smart contract Zaya card and I buy that and I load it with gold, so you buy, you load, how do I actually earn income, or how do I get anything back? One of the things we've got to be mindful of is, we can't say it's an investment because that's giving financial advice out. We can't say it's income because what they pay you, and it's a bit like saying they pay you in loyalty points. It's called TAS Gold points. So you get paid in loyalty points. Now, one of the things that is really caught on in the last probably, I'd love to say 20, 30 years, is loyalty points, and the ability to actually encourage your users to keep coming back. I was involved with a company many years ago called Ansett, and we actually created a program called the Golden Wing Club, and we had a lot of loyalty programs around that. Now you look, and we all know what happened there, but we won't go there. Now you look about probably one of the biggest loyalty programs that keeps people engaged and wanting to keep using them is the airlines. You've got the Qantas loyalty programs, you've got the One World loyalty programs, you've got Emirates, you've got Singapore. You earn points every time you travel with them. That's an example of a loyalty program. Well, guess what? With Aratus, you earn gold points every time you buy your gold, and your gold goes through a circuit system. So every 2 weeks, you will be earning gold points. Every 2 weeks, you'll be earning gold points on your Zaya card, which you can then change into whatever you want. So let's look at this. 1 gram of Tas Gold. So remember, 1 gram in Australia today is at $121. So every time you earn a gram of Tas Gold, it's equivalent to 0.01 of gold. And so gold today, as I said, is $121. So you can see 100 grams, you're going to get a gram of gold. A kilo of Tas Gold, you're going to get a kilo of 10 kilos of real gold. So there's the Tas Gold, which is the Tas points, and then you get real gold in exchange for it. So I just want to walk through that again. You get your Tas Gold, which is your Tas loyalty gold, as points, and you exchange those for real gold. Real gold that sits digitally on your platform and in the vault. The vaults are in Switzerland, Dubai, and Hong Kong. So it's real gold that sits in a vault, audited, specially put there, and it's all there for you. Now, please spend time with the person who invited you on tonight to really get a sense of what this is really all about. This is a window in to an opportunity that is there right now for your taking. So let us just go through quickly what the Tas and Zaya cards are. As you can see here, that you've got 4 on the screen here. You've got 4 that you can see. You've got a ship, a horse, a panda, and what we call the fighting fish. Each of those has a different Tas card. Remember the MasterCard debit card, where you can liquidate very quickly out of your vault. If you need that money, you can liquidate it straight away onto your card, and you can take it out of the wall, you can spend it, you can actually get access to that money. You can use it as a debit, tap, 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 tap. We all know the banks make $4 billion a year tapping. Well, here's a chance for you to fight back and tap away on your own debit card here. So it's get all the advantages of holding a physical precious metals, store it directly online, monetize it through your Tas Gold points, and then grow your gold. Remember, we talked about protecting, growing, creating wealth. This is how you do that. So it's full gold, 99.999.9 purity. That was really important to understand that. It's 100% VAT free. There's no taxes on it. It's insured, it's secured, it's audited. It's one of the most powerful things. As I said, someone who is a absolute lover of gold bullion and have bought it many, many years, this was probably one of the most exciting things that we saw, is to be able to hold gold. And for Charlie and I, my husband, it's to hold it in another jurisdiction outside of Australia. That's almost like something you need to read between the lines, to hold it not in Australia, but into another jurisdiction, and to be in a decentralized space. Really important, because we don't know how pear-shaped this whole place is going to go. So let's just talk about buying. How does it work? Like, you might be going, okay, cut to the chase. How does it work? You buy a Zaya card. Remember I talked about having a smart contract? It's digital. It's not a physical card, this one. It's digital. You buy it for the price of 5 grams. So a gram of gold today in Australian is $121.32. So if we actually work out and I'm going to take your calculator out and let's do this in real. So you go 121.32, and it fluctuates. Remember, these prices will fluctuate according to the price of gold. And so, yeah, maybe it is a bit cheaper than last week, or maybe it's a bit more expensive, but I can tell you it's going to be a lot more expensive to get in December if the gold analysts are right, and it's going to be really expensive if Jim Rickards is right, because it's the key is to get in now. And that's why I say don't procrastinate. So times 5, it's 606 Australian dollars to purchase the gold Zaya card. And it takes 5 grams to load. And so you actually have to look at 5 grams of purchase, 5 grams to load. So you do that twice. It's about $1,213 to purchase. right now. Now, it tells you there that you're going to get a monthly maximum reward at 1,000 TasGold points. Well, actually, you're not. You're going to get more because we're in a special promotion period right now. And this is what I'm really excited about. And that's why I'm saying don't procrastinate. Don't think about this. Just think, what have I got? What can I liquidate fast? Sell gym equipment, sell stuff that you're not using. Yeah, sell the TV. It's useless. So that's interesting because what you get now is you actually receive, where is it? We didn't actually write it down here. Well, you're actually going to receive about 18.34 grams from your loyalty points. So 1,834 as opposed to 1,000. So you're going to get 1,834, right? TasGold points for this. And so that works out to be around about 2,283 Australian dollars. Now, remember when I said you get these points delivered to you twice a month? They come in 2 payments. So in the course of a month, they get paid to you. Those good loyalty points, which is, remember, 1,834 loyalty points, will get paid to you twice a month. So you're going to get about, if we liquidate that into Australian dollars, it's about 95 Australian dollars will come into your dashboard as gold, and you choose what you want to do with that. And at the end of the 2 years, this works out to be about 2.33 times what you initially put in. I'm not going to give you the exact figures on that, but it's around about $3,000. But it works out to be 2.33 times what you originally purchased with the Zaya card and the gold. Where else right now, as the world's going pear-shaped, can you get 2.33 times what you're putting in? And if you can find somewhere, please let me know, because I'll be in that one as well. But that's key. Same with the horse card, right? The horse, you get 2 times what you put in. So you're buying a Zaya card. I'm just going to go through these. You're buying a Zaya card for 25 grams. You're loading it with 25 grams, right? So that's approximately 50 grams. That's going to cost you approximately 6,225 Australian dollars. Now, when you go to the dashboard, you're going to see everything's in euro. It's not in Australian dollars. We're not a big player. It's in euro. So I'm just translating into Australian dollars because we're sitting here in Australia, but it's all in euro, not even mostly, it's all in euro. Now you're going to get not 5,250 TasGold points. You're going to get more because we're in that special promo period, and that promo period goes down every 2 weeks. And so now you're going to get 7,542 TasGold points. So that's a pretty big increase there, 7,542. You're going to get about 390 Australian dollars back per month when you sell or exchange those TasGold points into gold and then into Aussie dollars, which you can do quite easily, fiat currency, and you can take it out. You can spend it on that. Remember that MasterCard that's coming? And at the end of the 12 months, you're approximately going to get times 2 more. So you're going to get twice as much as you put back in that one. So let's look at the Panda. The Panda is about 2.36 back. I've given you the basic rudimentary of how you work it. What's the price of 75 grams in euro? Then what's the price of 75 grams to store the gold? You're actually going to get back 2,796 grams there for the Panda, which works out to be 2.36 times the amount of money that you initially put in. Fighting fish, this is our favorite at the moment. These are on 24 months. So you can buy a Zaya card and you can then load in 180 days. You have 180 days, 6 months to load once you've purchased. So you don't actually have to have all the money at once. And I think that's really great to purchase the gold. You can buy the gold first and accumulate, and then you can buy the fish, or the Zaya card. Right now, because of this special, we're encouraging people to buy the Zaya card first and then load with the gold as they go. But the fighting fish at the moment is actually returning about 2.5 times what you put in over 24 months. So in 24 months, you get your money back. Your 2 times 5 what you initially purchased and loaded. So that's pretty cool. Over 24 months, you get 2.5. The bull, the next one, is over 36 months. The last 4 cards goes over 3 years, and you get 3.4 times your return. And then the others are even bigger again. I haven't even worked the sums on the angelfish, the tiger. Wouldn't that be a good one to have? This one here is like the, you might be going, who is going to buy 12.5 kilos of gold in a Zaya card? Who on earth is going to do 12.5 kilos of gold to get a massive storage fee back? And that's about 1.5 million to purchase the Zaya card, 1.5 million to load, and to get an extraordinary amount back, which I have here somewhere. You get on that one, you get the dragon, 2.2 times what you originally put in. And I sort of think, oh, gee, who's got that? But you know what? It's open for individuals and it's open for corporations. So this was the card that people were asking for. People were coming to the gold company and saying, this is what we would like. And so, it's a real opportunity here. So just know these are limited edition cards. It's very easy to store. It's very easy to, empower yourself. One of the big things about this, I really think, understanding on a decentralized blockchain platform, and you enter the platform with crypto and you exit with crypto. And that's one of the other things I love about it. And right now we've got to remember, we talked about having a bear market to purchase in an economic winter for crypto is awesome. You can liquidate it within over 24 hours, 7 days a week. There is no need to be contacting a stockbroker. There's no need to be going to a bank. It is the new generation of where we're at with that. So very, very exciting there. Now, how long I've been going for? Okay, all good. Is everyone okay? That's cool. Let us go now. And I don't know if I've actually got it up yet. Let me just go down and see if that's still live on my dashboard. Oh yeah, I'm still live. Excellent. Just check it. Because I'm going to show you how easy it is to purchase a Zaya card. Come back, come up. I'm always chatting to myself. As everyone in my family will attest. So we just go to here and I'm going to go live, share screen there and show you my Aratus dashboard. Now, remember I said right at the beginning, you can be a customer of Aratus or you can be a reseller of the gold. And there's another process around how to become a reseller. And if you're really wanting to create wealth now, you're sitting there at home going, yeah, I've got a bit of wealth I want to protect, but I want to be able to create it. I want to be able to get out there now and start really hedging and looking how I can help my family, how I can make a difference, how I can help my family, my friends. And if it's something that you're really excited about, it is a referral marketing scheme or referral affiliate program, I like to call it. And it's a great opportunity for you to earn some incredible income that you can then also turn into gold. And that's that whole, protect, create, and grow your wealth. So my platform will look different because I'm a reseller. That's where I was going. So here's the dashboard. Everything's there. You've got your ability in the gold shop to purchase gold. Which I don't need to do because as an affiliate, I get paid in a bit of gold as well. And so I've got a little bit of gold that I can spend tonight to show you how it works. But all you need to do to actually purchase gold is come here to your gold shop. Gold is a form of currency right now. So you can use it to purchase, and that's the best thing. So if I needed to buy a little bit of gold, I would just go to here, for example, and buy a gram. I could go there, view details. I might just buy a bit for you to show you. There's a gram of gold. It's 74.46 euro. Now, remember I said before it was 71, whatever it was in Australian. Euro was different. But there is a cost of buying and selling gold. Just like if you were going into Brisbane to Ainsley's or to the ABC Bullion in Australia or to the Perth Mint, there's a cost. So, and that's really one of the ways this platform keeps viable and sustainable. So please don't chill out. Don't get, wigged out with fees. It's only a little bit. And I think that's one of the big things. If people knew the fees of what the other gold bullion dealers are charging or the banks are charging, you would realize this is a really good deal. So it's gone up for sure from when I last purchased. So I want one little piece. There we go. So I'm buying €74 of gold. Now, I could go back actually and buy a little bit less because I want to show you how you can get in at a really easy price. Look, here is the ability for me to purchase 0.1 of a 1 gram at €7.45. When we purchased our gold many years ago, we did something called dollar cost averaging. We just bought a little bit every time we had a little bit extra money. And so that's why for us, we just don't take notice of the prices. We just buy each fortnight or each month, or there's a process called dollar cost averaging. You buy it at the same time, all the time, when you've got a bit of extra money, and it's going to go up anyway. You're in a bull market, it's going up. And we didn't even know what a bull market was back then. We just wanted to make sure that no one got their hands on our wealth. And so that's what that was all about. So I can either add that to the cart or I can buy now. Let's buy now. I just wanted to show you that that's just a very tiny piece. So I have a bit of money on my dashboard. I don't really want to buy that big one. So I will delete that because I've certainly got 5 grams sitting on my dashboard. That must have been from the other night. Let's see if we can use a bit of Tron, these are all cryptocurrencies. Remember I said just before, the exit and the entry point is through cryptocurrency. So it's pretty exciting. You can actually just purchase with the crypto that you have on your dashboard, that you move your fiat currency. There's a process to move, and the person who invited you will actually show you and help you. If you don't have crypto sitting around at the moment, you move it from fiat currency, you move it through an exchange, then through to a decentralized exchange, and then into the Aratus platform to purchase. So that's probably the hardest thing about the whole thing. But once you understand it and you know it, it is just like doing it in your sleep. So let's just go now. I'm going to, oh, gee, I'm a big spender tonight. 7.45 euro. And I could have bought more, but I've got plenty there. That's how easy it is to buy gold. So all of these bits here with the gold. So remember I said that you can buy 500 grams of gold. How cool would that be? I think that's the biggest. 37,227 euro. That's the bull card. That's how much it costs to buy and load a bull card. So let's go back up here. We'll go to menu. We go to dashboard again. And I love it. If you're getting a little bit excited and this is new to you, join as a customer for free anyway and have a look around. Get familiar with what we're doing here. Right, so now we're going to go and buy a Zaya card. So we go down here. As I say, I've got more on mine because I've actually am a reseller, and I've got the ability to actually get my e-banking, my TAS card set up. So these are the Zaya cards. This is how you purchase a Zaya card. These are the ones I already have. I've got a bit of TAS Gold points to already convert if I wanted to. Actually, I don't, because you need 106 TAS Gold points to convert. But I believe payday is actually this Friday. When I say payday, it's the TAS Gold will be arriving into our wallets. What was that? Rewards. That's the way. Rewards. Good word there. Loyalty points, I should be saying. The loyalty points are coming. So 1,834. I think I said that before. Yep. They're the TAS Gold points. It's a 5 gram card. Now I can buy this. I'm going to buy now. And you can see I can buy it in cryptocurrency. I can buy it in gold. I can directly buy it from topping up with a card, a fiat, MasterCard, debit card. Don't want to do that. So I'm actually going to buy it with gold. So I hit on TAS Gold. It's going to tell me that I've got 59 grams of gold there. So I'm going to actually use 5 grams there, right? Because it's already said that I'm buying a 5 gram card. I acknowledge all the different terms and conditions. I've read it all, so it's all good. I'm just doing it quickly now to show you that I do have done that. And you'll see that up here, you get a pop-up box. You have successfully purchased a 5 gram Zaya card. That might have been quick, but everything is on the dashboard. It teaches you, it tells you. Let us just go back here because I want to go back to my cards. Now, if I go here to my cards, you'll see there I have that was the one I bought the other night when I was doing a presentation. This one here is an empty, the card I just bought. So this is my contract. You can see my number there is number 1D383. I won't go through the rest. But that is the contract of that card with those prices locked in. So the deal of the 1,834 grams of TasGold points that's coming back to me is locked in today. So then we click to here for card details. There's my ship. It's telling me that I've got to load 5 grams, 0 out of 5. I've got it there. I'm just going to go max. This is the best part. And so the person who invited you on tonight will love showing you all this. And some of you are going to be so savvy, you're going to work it out yourself. It's going to say that I'm going to get my bonus of 1,830 TasGold points over 2 years, paid monthly. I've got nothing to spend because I haven't loaded it. But if I actually go now to, I've done max, I go to store now, it's telling me I'm going to take money out of that 5 TasGold, out of that balance I have there. I click, I click, I click, and I confirm. And I know I've just successfully bought and stored gold on my Tas card. Now, my Zaya card. If I needed to unlock this money, if something happens and I've got this gold working for me and it's, it's sitting now working away for the next 2 years, that I'm going to get loyalty points rewarded and I can, cash those in and spend them on my Tas card. If I needed to unstore, if I needed that money, I could unstore now. And I could actually unstore that very quickly, liquidate it, take it back to my dashboard up here or into my payment e-wallets, into all my different payments, which is card and crypto, all the different cryptos here. And I can actually redeem that very quickly. I can liquidate it very quickly and bring it home to bring it to where I needed it and why I needed it, sort of thing. So that's really important. And there's a whole lot of other things. We've got the buyback market. You can sell when you need to liquidate, you've got to sell the gold back. So you can see there that there's a buyback of 70.79, so a little bit less than what you purchased it for. But I can tell you, by the time you will get involved in this, there's going to be a lot more gold coming back. So there you see it's being charted over the last few days there. So that was the high on Friday. Remember we talked about that high? And it's just sort of been really trading across right now. So, there's when you've fully loaded a Zaya card and it's started working for you, you have the opportunity to apply for that card I talked about, this Tas card. You have the opportunity to apply for an Arata standard e-banking. Have I filled it out? No, I'm getting there. You've got to just do passport or government issued ID, which is license, proof of address, profile picture, all those things. I haven't actually done it yet. So I will get around to doing that eventually. So yeah, and look, it might be a priority for a lot of people to do that. For me, quite frankly, it's not a priority right now. I want to store gold. I want to hold gold. I want to create wealth. And I want to earn it. So that's the big thing for me. So that's where I'm at. So have some fun with it. There's a whole lot of other things on this. As I said, my dash will look different because I'm a reseller. If you want to be a reseller, please go back straight away to the person who invited you and say, look, I love this concept. I'm really excited about where it's really going. So, we know the banking system's over leveraged. We know the banks There's a debt trap that we've all been caught in. We've got to get out of that debt trap. We know that our dollars we hold in the bank are quite at risk. They might not be at risk exactly physically yet, but they're certainly going backwards. Your money is not, you need to be earning a 15% increase in earnings to be able to weigh up what your dollar's holding at in a normal standard Australian bank. So, you know, that's really one of the key things here. So I would have said to you, you know, last time I spoke to you, we're in a bull run. We're in a bull market. It flipped. It literally flipped on Friday due to what happened in America with those unemployment figures and not releasing the inflation, the interest rates did not come down. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe there's an emergency meeting going on with the Federal Reserve right now about how they're going to actually stem what should be going on in, you know, possibly going on in the market. So, yeah, so let's, have you changed your name? No, I'm Annie Starkey. Does it show up as screen not showing? Please tell me everyone saw that screen. Can someone give me the feedback that someone saw that screen? Yes, I got thumbs up. So I'm sorry, Kim, you've got a problem with your computer because everyone's saying, right, okay. So if anyone's got any questions, I'm open to trying to, thank you, everyone. Thank you for that. As I said, you know, you've heard it from me tonight, who is a little bit passionate about gold. I'm very passionate about, it says Jan, Martine, I'm happy to be Martine right now. Thanks, Jan. I'm happy to do that. No, Martine's actually in Croatia hopefully having the time of her life, and we're using her obviously her Zoom link. So I just really encourage you to take responsibility, take total responsibility for creating wealth for you and your family. Take responsibility. Please don't put your head in the sand. Don't procrastinate. There's no time like now. It is exciting. Like, for a lot of people who live in fear, don't live in fear. Whatever you do, do not live in fear. That is absolutely crazy to live in fear. It's the time to actually say, okay, I'm going to take action now. And, you know, it's time to take responsibility for my family's wealth, for my wealth, and to know that there's something you can do about it. And this platform is probably the most exciting thing we've seen in a long, long time, to be able to, you know, to actually have a payback situation on loyalty points that you can liquidate into gold, which means you can monetize your gold to then liquidate your gold effortlessly and easily. You can take it straight back into crypto. You can put it on your card. You can spend it. Or you can hold it. You are going to see, and mark my words, over the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to see nearly every company you know, whether it be legal, whether it be insurance documents, everything will be going onto blockchain, and it's going to happen fast. It's going to happen very quickly, and just know that you're going to be ahead of the curve. And I think that's one of the most exciting things for someone who's in a 64th year in my winter. You know, I think it's really exciting to learn, to stay ahead. And just know that it is such, you know, it's really the most exciting time. Don't be, as I said, don't be in fear. Just know that here's a chance for you to consolidate wealth, to protect your wealth, to create wealth, and to grow it. So if you want to be a sharer, please go back to the person who invited you on and say, yep, that's me. I want to become a customer, and B, I want to learn to share, and I want to do it fast. And so I think that's really powerful. So thank you for your time. I'm going to wrap it up there. And I don't believe there's any questions, which is really good. What's the best crypto? Oh, here's one. Is whatever you've got, like transfer. I mean, we use Bitcoin, we use Ethereum, whatever our exchange is getting us a good deal on at the time. So don't look a day over 40. Yeah, who's that person? Maddie. Okay, so thanks everyone. Lovely being with you tonight. And as I said, come alive with us. Come and join us on Thursday night. And what did I say? 7 to 8. Anyone going to correct me on that one? 7 to 8 with our next fabulous speaker, who's going to probably give you more detail than I will. In terms of what's going on in the Zaya cards and how you can earn TAS Gold points. I just wanted to give you the economic, geopolitical wrap on that, because, you know, It's really, it is right on now. It is, we're sitting here right now waiting for US markets to open to see what's going to happen. So it's exciting times. So thanks everyone. Have a good night and chat soon.